Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Jess. I'm doing a bit of winter camping tonight. It's getting late. It's about 4 o'clock and I've got about an hour and a half of daylight. But my goal tonight is to set up an enclosed shelter with 3 Plash Palakta. Carrying with me a little bit extra gear tonight. I've got the Norwegian mountain rucksack. It's about 30 liters, I believe. Pretty rugged pack. I would compare it to like a medium-sized Alice pack. But the hardware is nice. The shoulder straps they're good. They're not padded. It's just leather, and it's not digging in. So far so good. And like I said, I've got a little bit more gear than usual. Probably got 50 pounds with me. So it's not that much for these packs. They're probably traveling around with 70 pounds of gear, I would say. Maybe more. Plus they're skiing in it. This is a mountain rucksack after all. But cool. I want to scout around, find a campsite, and get cracking. That's the good stuff. Curly yellow birch. It's got resins in the bark that are fantastic fire starters. They'll burn wet. There's a good sized pine grove down the hill I'm going to try and head into. It should make good cover for the night. I actually brought a sleeping mat tonight. Definitely carrying more than I typically carry or like to carry. But like I said, I want to put the pack through its paces and see how it holds up. After seeing Donnie Dust from Paleo Tracks get by with a knife and a steel bottle, he's got me thinking. I really want to start lightening the load and seeing what I can accomplish with just the minimum kit. I think a 5 trip is in order. It sounds like fun. This is looking good. So I set up a pyramid configuration with the 3 Palaktas, similar to what I did yesterday. I've got it, this side opened up right now so I can put my browse bed in, but I gotta hustle. The sun is about to go down. All right guys, there's home for the night. I've got a bed of pine boughs, a fitness mat and a space blanket down, and then a 5x7 military blanket that's doubled over. So that'll be my bedding, and then I'll be sleeping in that big blue Linus queen size wool blanket. Just scored it on eBay for 30 bucks. Been looking for one for a year, so I'm pretty excited to check it out. This will be the first time I've actually got to wrap up in a wool blanket and sleep in it. as it's meant to be. So cool. So I've just got to get a fire going, and then it's dinner time. Heard a couple coyotes so far. It's still snowing. It's probably mid-20s right now. The fire took some work tonight. All the wood is frozen and wet. Like I'm busting logs open and there's snow inside. It's nuts. I haven't had to deal with that in these past couple weeks. It's been pretty smooth sailing so far as the fire building goes. Like, this was more difficult to get this fire going tonight than last week when it was raining. So interesting. Live and learn. But that's why I'm doing this, to build up my skill set. I want to get better at this stuff. I think it's important, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, I'm just glad I've got a closed-in shelter tonight, because this thing is going to be a bear to keep going. I tried to find some logs, and everything is just, it's a mess. It's a conifer forest. It's all fat wood, and it burns up really quick. So my plan is to have dinner and climb into my tent and close it up, and hopefully I should be good to go. It's glorious. Right on. So it's a little after 3 o'clock. It's about 17 degrees right now, and it's gonna continue to drop into the morning. So it was a good night to try out a wool blanket without a fire. It's definitely an interesting challenge. Every time you get in and out of it, like, it's a process, because you have to lay down in it just so you can fold it over and basically, make a burrito out of it. It's definitely a step up than the military blankets that I had, but I'm using one wool blanket right now, and it's pretty cold, and I don't have a fire. It's good. I'm just gonna get resituated, get a few more hours sleep, and then break camp in the morning. It's 6:30 a.m. guys, and it's about 10 degrees outside. Peering out the tent right now, I can see some smoke coming from my embers outside. So Maybe I can get a fire going, warm up. Exciting stuff. Well, it's 7 a.m. now. I just got my fire happening again. I just used some birch bark and threw it on the embers. I had a little bit of hardwood, so it left some coals. It is so cold. My boots are frozen solid, like the toe box won't even bend. But yeah, the shelter held up. It got covered pretty well in snow. The canvas is going to be good and hard, but I'll be able to knock it off and roll it up. It's beautiful out here. It was super quiet all night. It was so cold and none of the animals were moving around, so I secured my shelter with a ridge line run between two trees. I didn't use my prusik loops, and then I just took a piece of paracord and ran it up through the corner grommets of all three of the tarps. And I used a piece of deer antler that I rounded the ends off, and it had a curve to it, so it should be nice and gentle on the canvas. But yeah, it's just suspended from the interior, just like that. And I'm locked and loaded. Camp's all packed up and secure. It's pretty cold, guys. Got beard sickles. It was an interesting night. I kind of like feeding the fire. The shelter could have been improved. Just securing the sides would helped improve the insulation quite a bit. But honestly, I didn't know it was gonna get that cold last night. Like, they're calling for like mid-20s, maybe high teens, and it got down to like 10 degrees, so it's pretty chilly. Be sleeping out in a wool blanket. A modern sleeping bag would have been no big deal, but that's not what I'm doing. At least not right now. I wouldn't mind picking up an MMS sleep system down the road, but I'm really enjoying exploring this vintage gear and seeing what I can get out of it. If people were doing this, 80 years ago, 100 years ago, and getting by, I want to see how they're doing it and do it too. I just think these are valuable skills to have, and it makes us stronger. Hey, thanks for tuning in. If you guys got any questions about anything I did today, or anything you'd like to see on the channel coming up, just drop me a comment. Please hit that like button and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Help me grow the channel. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.